Shalom, shalom, Shabbat, Adonai. Welcome to the Sixth Exodus program. Today I'm talking about the Abolition Project, the targeting of Hebrews, that we was targeted and brought here to America. I'm reading from I'm reading from a site from the internet. This site here is called the British Involvement in the Transatlantic Slave Trade, the Abolition Project. It reads, for well over 300 years, Europeans countries forced Africans into slave ships and transported them across the Atlantic Ocean. The first European nation to engage in the transatlantic slave trade was Portugal in the mid-late 1400s. Captain John Hawkins made his first known English voyage to Africa in 1562. In the reign of Elizabeth I, Hawkins made 3 such journeys over the period of 6 years. He captured over 12 12,000 Africans and sold them as goods in the Spanish colonies in the Americas. To start with British traders, suppliers, slaves, and Spanish and Portuguese colonists in America. However, the British settlement in the Caribbean and North America grew often through wars with the European countries such as Holland, Spain, France, and Great Britain. Slaves and traded increasingly supplied British colonies. The exact number of British ships that took part in the slave trade will probably never be known, but in the 245 years between Hawkins' first voyages and the abolition of the slave trade in 1807, merchants in Britain dispatched about 10 million voyages, 10,000 voyages to Africa for slaves and migrated in other parts of British Empire, perhaps fitting out of 1,550 voyages. Historian Professor David Richardson has calculated the British ships carrying 3 to 4 million or more enslaved Africans to the Americas. You see there, I want to let you know Great Britain's role in slaving and transporting blacks from Africa to the Americas, not only to Brazil and the Caribbean, but here in America also. And the one thing that's interesting about this slave trade is when it started, that in America they didn't have a president yet. You know, the first president in the United States, President George Washington, didn't start president until 1731, and his presidency ended in 1799, December the 4th, 1799. So the slave trade started with the Britain in the 1500s. So who were they collaborating with to bring all these slaves from Africa to, who was Britain collaborating with? I think it was the same people they was collaborating with when they was in when they had Queen Melissandre over there in England, Queen Melissandre in Jerusalem. When they had the Queen of Jerusalem, Melissandre, over there in Jerusalem, at the same time when these slave trades had started. And shortly after her death, that they started moving all they were targeted. The Hebrews was targeted by the Hasmoneans the Hasmonean family, along collaborating with the Catholic Church, when they targeted us, when we left Israel, the Hebrews left Israel and went running for their lives to West Africa. They even tracked us down like dogs to kill us, to eliminate us from our land and from our country, never to return. It's the objectives of the Hasmonean, the people call themselves Khazarians, to kill us and to take our country and never have us even live again. That they will continue to fool the world to make the world believe that they are indeed Hebrews. But all that's going to change very soon. But the interesting thing about it is how England collaborated with these people, not only collaborated with them, but they have really tricked England so many times into signing the Balfour Declaration in 1948 and even trafficking us black people here to America. And it's really sad because you would think people are your friends, but their act really could destroy you. And when we arrived here in America, it was the the Gentiles, along collaborating with the Catholic Church, the people who called themselves Jewish, were trying to kill all of us. Even today, they're trying to eliminate every one of us, to annihilate our race, annihilate our species, our people, our religion, our faith, and then have it take over by white people to be able to continue the lie as if everything is going to be hunky dory and everything is all right. Oh, well, it's just a conquest of a one country for another. That's all. Just a conquest of another country. That's all, mate. Everything's all right. Why be so mad? Why be so mad about it? Why be so angry about it? Let it pass. Let it pass. Be gone with it, man. Be gone with it. Don't worry about it. Let it pass. Well, no, I won't let it pass. I won't let it pass. And the God of Israel is not going to let it pass. But the thing about it is that how they believe in lies about the Holocaust, you'll believe that, but you won't believe us that we are Hebrews. But you'll believe a lie that the Holocaust was real. You'll believe that lie, but you won't believe us. You won't believe that we are Hebrews and that we have been taken away. All the countries, they're collaborating together and they lie together. England, America, all of them has looted us and gained wealth from our country by selling us into slavery. Well, days are coming. Days are coming. They're very close now. Days are coming. The thing about this is, to me, is that how the nations of the world all collaborated with a people that didn't even have a country, and they all lied together, and then tried to kill us all. Not only tried to kill us, but alienate us from our God by giving us the worst kinds of meats to eat, paid countries money to hide our identity around the world that we should not know. Had it not been for the Lord on our side, we would still not know who we were. If it wasn't for God's faithfulness, we would not know who we were today unless God wake us up and tell us who we are. And because of God's faithfulness, He woke us up to wake us up and let us know that we are His people, we are His chosen people. Had it not been for the Lord on our side, His love and His mercy, they would kill us all, and the rest of the world would collaborate with them, including England, America, Spain, and France, will all collaborate with them to hide our identity. I'm thankful for Hassim bin Ali, the King of Jerusalem from 1908 until 1924, who did not sign the Balfour Declaration when they was prompted many times by England's spy, Lawrence of Arabia, who tried to get him to sign the Balfour Declaration many times, but he never did sign it. Even he died, he never signed it. Thank goodness for a brother and loyalty. I'm done. I don't have anything else to say.